Let's wait for a few minutes to see if anybody. Let's see, I'm streaming right now. I'm gonna put my computer to see if I can see the comments. I couldn't see it the last time because I haven't going down on my phone. Using the application I'm using is Extreme Labs. Pretty good for live. If you're using the phone, it's not excellent, but it's one of the best things you can have. May have to get the no volume here on the computer so I can get the comments. Okay. Let's see, I get the comments there. Yeah. So if I start getting comments, please be patient with me because I just I have a hard time reading the comments from here. I'm gonna get my glasses on. Somehow see if I can. Okay, we are going to talk about how the Clippers there are very strange incidents. To me, it's not that strange because the Clippers are known already for not being the Sorry about that. They are the kind of the bad boys of this era, but with a different this is not gonna cooperate with me today, so okay, that's enough. I'll fix it some other day. All right, so the Clippers tried to tank, and Doc Rivers actually acknowledged there were talks about that, and he didn't have anything to do with it. But come on, he takes his 2 stars out of the game. Do some stuff in the player movement that it's his decision. So Doc Rivers, we don't believe you. I think you if you weren't the guy who originated, who came up with the idea, I think you have to do at least something with it. All right? So don't give that excuse. I don't think anybody believes that you weren't part of it. And so I know you want to be a player's coach, and you would do that for your players if they ask you to. But do not make the mistakes that fans and commentators are not going to that's one of my rants. I got a few rants about it. I'm gonna leave my other rant a little bit for later. But did the Clippers try to lose? For those who missed it, they tried to lose against the Portland Trail Blazers, so the Blazers get a boost and were able to take the 9th place or the 8th. I don't know how I have to look at the stats. So they pull all their best players in the game. They didn't use. They gave the day off to I don't know why Kawhi's name always escaped from my mind. It's like I don't want him to exist in my universe or something. I don't like him, and I don't like him not because he's a great player, but I don't like him because how unloyal he is to anyone. That makes me think he's a really selfish guy. And I tell you why. He wanted to go to the Lakers, right? He couldn't get to the Lakers. He was pressuring the Spurs to get him to the Lakers. That didn't happen. They put him in the furthest place, the Siberia of the NBA, which is Toronto, the Raptors, and he backfired because he won a championship for the Raptors. And I'm not saying the Raptors aren't incapable by themselves to win championships, because if you have noticed this year, the Raptors are a force to reckon with. And so he wanted to get together supposedly with the Lakers and the Clippers, that he wasn't deciding, right? So his uncle goes to meet the Lakers management, and he asks some things that are not legally accepted. At least they are frowned upon, and maybe with some, legal tricks you could get them, but the Lakers weren't into that. So apparently, either the Clippers got him what they wanted, what his uncle and him wanted, and he ended up in the Clippers, but he never really told the Lakers about his decision of not being with them until the Lakers let everybody they could get go. It's a good team. We just have a lot of pieces that are still getting grinded. Think about it. Playing right now, which is JaVale, LeBron, and KCP. Nobody else. Nobody else is part of that team. So, what is going on? So, anyways, he didn't play. His only other two players that were really carrying the game offensively, he sits them down. And the only reason why the Blazers didn't win that game is because Lillard, in a very strange, probably won't see again thing, he failed to two free throws, and then he failed a three-point shot after that. For those who doesn't know about Lillard, he is a clutch player. He's known to be a clutch player. So the fact that the Clippers had this game go to that point with the two main players on the bench and some of the other key players on the bench, it's like, I don't know what to say. You attempted to tank, man. You guys attempted to tank, and it didn't work. But we'll take on anybody. The Lakers will take on anybody. You're thinking, oh, wow, who beat the Blazers in I don't know, 5, 7 games? Who will beat the Lakers in 7 games? Really? You think that's going to happen? You know, if you tell me the Bucks, yeah, I would say, you know, the Bucks are really, really difficult for the Lakers. You say the Toronto Raptors, yeah, they are here to defend their championship. So don't count them out. The Clippers, maybe not. I don't know. Denver Nuggets, we'll see tonight what the Denver Nuggets will bring. They have, I don't know if you heard me saying this, but it was a bunch of videos ago. I don't know which one. I'm not even going to look for it. I said that I wouldn't change, I wouldn't trade. When there were the trade talks about Kyle Kuzma, I said the only player in the league that I would trade Kyle Kuzma is Michael Porter Jr. And now you guys are seeing why this guy is cooking. But that doesn't mean that Kyle Kuzma can be cooking too. Hopefully it's a bubble. But let's see. I want to see the Kyle Kuzma that can score 20 points per game. At least. I know he can do more. I know this kid is good. Kyle Kuzma is good. and if you wonder about the future of the Lakers, Devontae Cacog, even though he's small guy for playing in the post, he holds his own. And I take my hat to him. In Taylor Houghton Tucker, he needs to be more aware defensively of where he is at, but I don't see him having problems scoring. I mean, for a 19-year-old kid in the NBA, in a team that is running for a championship, you know. So we have a future. We have a future. If we lose some of the veterans next year, we have a future. And I think the league is going to have. We're going to be able to pick up, if we lose free agents, to pick up other free agents. So I'm not worried about that. Especially because if we lose veterans, we are going to have a salary to offer to somebody else. You know, that's how it goes. Now, the game tonight against the Denver Nuggets is going to tell us a few things. It's going to tell us how are we going to fight through the paint area. The paint area is our strong suit because we have JaVale, we have Dwight, we have Anthony Davis, and we have LeBron, who can rupture defenses from there. At least in theory, right? Denver is going to try to make us a perimeter shooting team because that's not ours. Unless a few of the three-point shooters who have a good record before this season start shooting. And I'm talking about Danny Green, I'm talking about Um, I'm talking about waiters. I'm talking about J.R. Smith. If these people can start finding the basket from 3-point line, then the Lakers will be flawless. And if Kyle Kuzma keeps being hot from free, and if KCP starts finding himself from 3-point land again, we're going to be a very tough team to beat. So I'm curious of how the Lakers are going to act in this game. I'm curious. I want to know how they are going to react. And so let me do my rant, my other rant right now. Anthony Davis. AD, you gotta find the dog in you. Because if people think that you are always going to be a passer against a double team, they're just going to look for that on their defense. They're going to double team you, and they are going to look for that. You got to make them pay by shooting the ball and making the basket. Because in that depends how far we get in the playoffs. And LeBron's got to be consistent, but LeBron is a championship guy. He's not being in the finals fighting for championships for no reason. How many times? 9 times already? I know LeBron can carry a team if he wants to, but also I know he's 35 years old. And one thing I can say, if Quinn Cook can give us at least 15 points a game, we're cooking, because he was lit. I mean, he scored 21 points in that game. I mean, against what was it, against OKC? I'm completely without information today. I'm kind of winging it. Sorry about that. But yeah, if we have a personnel that at any given night, at any given game, we can have somebody scoring 20 points, that it's not the same guy. But we need some guys who can score. If you're going to score 15 points, try to make it every night a 15 points night. And I hope we can see play of Rondo and play of Danny Green. These guys are known, both of them, to be better players in the offseason once they get to the playoffs. So hopefully we see that. Quinn Cook is another guy who's seen playoff runs and championships, and he was useful. He was not just another guy in the bench. So I hope to see that too. So this amalgam of players are good. I wouldn't want to change one thing, except I would like to bring back Boogie Cousins, because Boogie complements perfectly Anthony Davis. In with the Pelicans, he was the hammer. Anthony Davis was the shooter and the finesse player, and Boogie Cousins was the bully. And so, but we need a little bit of bully from Anthony Davis. I'm losing my voice, so I may have a problem, and my dog is, I don't know what's going on, okay? All right, so we need a little bit of dog in Anthony Davis. I know we can get that from Markeith, and we can get that from Dwight, and JaVale is not. It's not like Dwight in that sense. JaVale is a little bit more like half and half finesse, half bully. But JaVale does an excellent job, and so I would want to keep JaVale. I don't know who I would take off from that to bring back Boogie. Probably a guard, I don't know. I haven't been able to say anything from Costas. I don't give up on him because his brother was like he grew into an MVP in increments. He was not the guy who took over the league really quick. He's the type of player who understands that he's got his need to evolve and get better at different things. And that's how he got to be an MVP. And now he's learning to shoot threes accurately. And if he does that, I don't know how people are going to be able to stop him. But anyways, we don't have Avery Bradley. We miss Avery Bradley. Wherever you are, please come back next year. And Lakers, please bring him back. We need Avery Bradley. We definitely need him, and it shows. And no disrespect to Caruso, KCP. You guys do a great job defensively. But it's just, he's kind of the leader on that kind of stuff. Well, I hope you look. Before I go, Denver Nuggets are a really hard team to beat. They are not impossible to beat. We beat them. I think we beat them twice. They beat us once, and this is their fourth game. I think that's how it is. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I think we're going to be able to hold our own. At least, I don't know if it's the Lakers fan in me or I'm just seeing this with unbiased. I can't be unbiased. I'm completely biased in favor of the Lakers. Lakers for me do no wrong. Alright, so I'm going to leave it like that. Hopefully we can get a W and we can see AD and LeBron both having good points and, you know, get good surprises from, I don't know, whoever, Quinn Cook. THT, let me say something about THT. The games he played, you know, offensively, he's been a 10 points guy pretty much steady. So I don't foresee right now him going to the playoffs and playing minutes. But if he's playing tonight and he scored 10 points more or whatever he scores, every time he does that, he's earning minutes. So I don't know. I don't know how Frank is going to play it. If he's going to see how the game is going, he might play him or not. But I think he's going to be more concerned on the lineups that he's going to use in the playoffs. So let's see. Let's see what happens. All right. Now, yeah, I finally say goodbye. Laker Nation, I hope you enjoy the game. And hopefully I'll get to stream back and comment or do a video on it. Alright? Okay. Talk to you guys later.